What's up, guys? Python here, back with our video, and today we're going to talk about a couple different things going on with the Rangers. We got the third pair on the left side to talk about. We got rookie camp, the roster, everything. We're going to talk about all of that. So before we jump into it, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're a Ranger fan. It's going to bring you great Rangers content all season long, so you definitely want to subscribe if you are one, and turn on your notifications too so you know when I upload next. But we're going to talk about a lot, going to look at some tweets from Vince Bercogliano, from Molly Walker, everyone that is actually at the practice and training facility, seeing what's going on, and we'll discuss what they're seeing and all that. So let's start, though, with the third side left pair defensive spot, because there's a big hole right now on that third pair, and the Rangers, you thought maybe they'd go out and get a veteran defenseman. That didn't end up being the case, and we saw a report, I want to say it was a week or two ago, from Arthur Staples saying that the Rangers were going to look to bring in a defenseman on a PTO, and you're hearing all different names. You're hearing Thomas Hickey, you're hearing, forgot one of the other names, but you're hearing guys like Zdeno Chara, which I just wanted to throw up hearing names like that. But at the end of the day, to me, my mind was always on Zach Jones or Matt Robertson have to win the role at this point, because when are these guys going to play if now is not the time? Because they've been in the organization for a good amount of years now. Matt Robertson since 2019 when he was drafted, and Zach Jones has been here since, I think, the same amount of time. I think it's the same time for Zach Jones, but these guys have been around for a good amount of time now, and it's to the point where when are they going to finally get a full-time spot on the roster? You have Zach Jones in an interview saying yesterday things like, I'm hoping I'm making the team. Make the team? Make the team. You should be looking at this roster spot and being all giddy, getting all excited that all you have to do is beat out Libor Hayek, which should not be a challenge at all for a guy like Zach Jones. Make the team? No. I want to hear Zach Jones being up there saying, this is going to be my spot, and I'm excited to win this job here. It's going to be a healthy competition between, me, Robertson, a couple of the other guys, but my mindset is I'm going to make the team, and I'm going to be on the opening night roster. I want him to be in that mindset, not, oh, I hope I make the team. Come on. I want a bit more balls, a bit more attitude from Jones there. In a nice way, though. Like I said, say it like that, that, listen, gonna be a friendly competition, all of that, internal battle, if you will. But I want to see him actually go out there and win the job over, and I think it's his to lose, personally. So make the team. I don't know if that's good enough for me to hear, but we're seeing all kinds of different reports going around with what the Rangers are going to do. I mean, Libor Hayek, the fact that he's still even on this team is just absolutely disgusting to me, and I don't understand how he keeps coming back. I don't understand. But if Libor Hayek's on the open night roster, we got a lot of question marks there on that third defensive pair, and it's not going to be pretty come opening night. But I don't know what really to say otherwise with that left-handed defense spot that's open. I mean, could you sign a guy? I'm not really too sure what's out there when it comes to guys like I mentioned. You have Zdeno Chara, but you really don't want to go that route. Like Zdeno Chara, we saw how he was with the Islanders last year, and he was just absolutely brutal. Everyone pointing out, well, he made guys around him better. Yeah, there's no doubt that a guy like Noah Dobson over with the Islanders had a way better season, but is it Zdeno Chara's presence that, or is it just Noah Dobson is that good because he was drafted in the first round and where he was because he is that good? To me, maybe it's a little bit of a mix of both there, but I'm not trying to bring in a guy like that just for the sake of having a guy that is all good in the clubhouse and all that. No. We mean business here, and this is a team trying to win a Stanley Cup. We have no time to be throwing Zdeno Chara out there to get cooked by guys like that. But then again, it brings the question of, do the Rangers look at a Rasmus Sandin route? There's still that trade option out there, and to me, it's a no-brainer if you're the Rangers. If you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, I feel like still it makes sense for both sides to get a little Niels Lundqvist, Rasmus Sandin swap going there. I feel like it makes sense. You have guys like Keith Yandel available if you wanted to do a reunion with him, Anton Strawman. I mean, at least with Keith Yandel, you know that you're getting a guy that's going to play a good amount of games for you. So that's a good thing about Yandel, but you question how he's going to play overall this year. I just don't know what Keith Yandel is. You have Michael Stone, who was rumored. That was the other guy where he was rumored with a PTO. And I just feel like none of these names are really attractive names. I feel like the Rangers really should look down the route of bringing in a Rasmus Sandin, but as to if that's going to happen, I just don't know. I just don't know, because then you have to negotiate a contract with them, and we saw the Rangers lose Tyler Mott at $1.3 million. So Rasmus Sandin's going to command more than that. So are you really going to be able to fit him in the cap? There's just a whole lot of scrambling they're going to have to do, but to me, I feel like the roster spot has to go to Zach Jones, but oh boy, you're an injury away from something bad happening. You're an injury away. You're hearing Robertson playing on the right side a bit in camp. Just a little interesting to me that they're experimenting him on the right side. So it seems like they're putting all the chips into a Zach Jones. Seems like they're putting all the chips into Zach Jones. Or is it Lieber Hayek? We don't know. We don't know. In terms of the rookie camp roster, you have Sikora in there, McConnell, Barker, both of those guys just drafted. Bobby Trevingo's in there, Painiemi, Coley, Henriksen, Redpay, Othman, Kudorenko, Korzak, Edstrom, Barbashev, and Grube in terms of the forward group. The defensive group, you have Ty Emberson, who was just acquired in the Nemeth deal. You have Jones, Robertson, Skinner. The goalies, Garan's in the mix there. You have Boyko in the mix there. You have a couple attractive names in there. You got a couple attractive names. If I skipped over them, it's just because I don't really know if they're intriguing names. I'm very intrigued by a lot of guys in the forward group. I think that Will Coley and Brendan Othman have a legit chance to crack the roster this year if they blow the doors off in camp. So something to look out with. To circle back to Zach Jones, though, for a minute, you're hearing that he gained, well, you're not hearing, he said it himself. He gained 10 pounds this summer, so he's not playing around, it looks like. It looks like he's not playing around, but I want him to show some confidence talking to the media a bit. Would love to see that. But I'm glad that he did show up to rookie camp. And still, even then, I really like Zach Jones' attitude towards this thing. He's not crying and running away if he doesn't make the roster. He's saying that, listen, whatever happens, happens. So, yeah, I'm glad. It's a mixed balance where I'm glad he's not showing all this confidence in the world, but I'm also, like, upset about it. But because there's pros and cons of both. Because if he sets the bar so high and then doesn't make the team, how is that going to feel internally for a guy like him with his confidence going into the season? It could kill his confidence if he doesn't make the team then at that point. So I want him to be hungry and go out there and be like, yeah, I'm making the team. But at the same time, if he doesn't, like I said, could kill his confidence. And then for all we know, we have another guy who wants out of town. But that's where I'm at with Zach Jones. And I think that he should be on the opening night roster. I think that he should win the job if the Rangers don't acquire another left-handed defenseman. Maybe there is a trade option that they're looking at right now, but they're thinking, you know what? Let's see what Zach Jones has. Let's see what Zach Jones is about in camp, in preseason. Let's get an idea of who Zach Jones is and see if we could get a full 82-game season out of him. Maybe that's what they're doing. And then if he doesn't look ready still, maybe then the Rangers are going to go the trade or signing route, which hopefully it's the trade route because Zdeno Chara is like the only name out there. And no. Or Keith Yandel, but again, no. Molly Walker tweeting yesterday, though, that Will Coley is on a... this was the exact tweet. It's been less than 30 minutes into day one of New York Rangers rookie camp, and all I have to say is Will Coley is on a mission. I'm excited for Will Coley. I feel like I said, he has a legit chance to make this team. Real legit shot. You're seeing him just absolutely go crazy in camp. You have a video attached with it too, him throwing the body around. I'm excited to see what Will Culley could be. I think that he has a legit chance, like I said, to make the team here. Going to be interesting to see what goes on with him. Because now that Tyler Mott's gone, there's maybe a little bit of a question mark there in the forward group where you can maybe fit in a Brennan Othmann or a Will Culley that you otherwise wouldn't have fit in if you did bring back Tyler Mott. So maybe these guys will win a job over, which we talked more in depth about them last time. So if you do want to see that, check that video out. But Adam Sikora also there. You're getting videos of him looking good. Excited to see what Adam Sikora is going to do. You have a couple interesting things going on here. Gallant showed up to day 2. Molly Walker tweeting, there's never not a smile on Adam Sikora's face. It's unreal. I'm excited, like I said, for Adam Sikora. I don't think we're getting a look at him in preseason, which is the unfortunate part, but man, am I excited for him when he does get that look in preseason, when he does get the opportunity to crack the roster full time. I'm very excited, but I don't know if he's going to get a preseason look, which again, I hope, but I'm not too sure if that's going to end up being the case. Vince Mercogliano showing off some snipes from Adam Sikora, that wrister, some 1-2s from Othmann. And then we're seeing some nice saves too from Dylan Garand. I mean, like I said, it is so ridiculous to think about. Next year, we might have Dylan Garand and Igor Shesterkin as our goalie tandem. Just, oh my God, it makes me feel a certain way. It makes me feel excited. I'm excited. But definitely follow those two if you want to keep up with a lot of New York Rangers rookie camp content there, because they are killing it right now in terms of tweeting out videos. So I don't know if we've heard anything from any of the players in day 2 here, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on here. So I really don't know what to say about the left-handed defenseman situation there, but we'll see. Vince Mercogliano tweeted, I wouldn't make too much of where guys are playing in this setting, but it's notable Zach Jones and Matthew Robertson are getting work on both of the defensive sides, left and right. New York Rangers will need defensemen who are prepared to do both in the event of an injury, which makes sense that you want them playing on the right side just so they have that flexibility in case things need to get fluctuated with the roster. You have an injury. Okay, well, if we have to go with a Robertson-Jones pairing, one of those guys could play the right side. It's nice to have that flexibility. But again, this is where it would be nice if you had a Niels Lundqvist. Just losing him really, really hurt this team in so many ways. It really did, because you lost insurance that you had initially where, okay, if you have an injury on the right side, here's a Niels Lundqvist who could just fill in. And it just sucks that he wants out. It really sucks. And then that trade has just been looking worse and worse by the day, the McDonough-Miller trade. But we could go into a whole rant about that. But it just sucks that Niels Lundqvist is not going to be here. I was excited. But yeah, I don't really know how much more I have to add. I just want to get your thoughts too in the comment section, which is why I kind of upload this. Where are you guys at when it comes to the Rangers left shot defenseman on the third pair? Are you guys leaning more towards they should go out and sign a guy like Yandel, like Char, go out or trade for a veteran defenseman? Do you want them to go and get Erasmus Sandin? Or do you guys want Jones and or Robertson to win over that job on the third pair? Because to me, there's just way too many question marks with that. Because if they struggle early, you're going to throw Libor Hayek in there. It's just not going to be pretty. And for a team with cup aspirations, I don't know how to feel about this whole thing. So I want your thoughts in the comment section. That is going to be it for me, though. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload next. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.